What's up, Stacy? Yeah, it's Big Blue Power
Hey,
Hour. How's
what's going
everybody
on,
doing
Danny?
tonight? What's going
Good,
on? How you
good,
doing?
good.
How's your summer so far?
Hot.
Yep,
It's
it's
Texas.
hot down there. Yep, yep,
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
about
hot here. We've been
95 right now.
a lot of rain up here in New York Giants country,
Yeah,
especially
we haven't
yesterday.
got much of that.
So hopefully it's all sunshine for the Giants. But yeah, but we're glad to be back on Big Blue Power Hour, brought to you by Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. So, basically, figured we did on stream talk about a little New York Giants football. Even though we're still a couple weeks out from camp,
We're
but
getting
that's
there.
okay.
Getting
But
there.
we're getting closer. But basically, we're going to talk about July 17th and 24th. You have a lot of deadlines coming up for contracts, and obviously the big contract they need to get done is Saquon Barkley. They need to obviously we've beaten this to a dead horse. But
Yes.
it's a big week, and during that week they need to figure out something with Saquon Barkley, and we'll finally get an answer as to what's going on with that. Eileen
Yeah, we're
says,
gonna have
"Hi, you
to.
two.
Hi,
Hi,
Eileen.
Eileen. How are you?" So and also maybe they could rework some contracts because I know they let the players have off a few weeks, and then they start getting back into back into the thick of things. So I think that those are some important dates coming up, and that's right around when camp is about to start. So we'll know a lot more on that front. If he's going to be a Giants running back, if he's going to sign a tender, is he going to sign a contract?
Yeah. What are
What's
we
he
gonna
going to
do?
do? I really think they need to do their best to keep him, but you can only do so much. At least they got a lot of
Right.
their rookies wrapped up contract wise.
Hmm.
But it's something
Yeah.
they need to figure it out. Maybe they can redo some contracts mid-season to free up some more cap space. In that regard, that way you can sign Barkley. Eat it now, and then later you can free up some cap space.
Yeah. They gotta do something. Yeah, you are lagging.
All right, am I still lagging?
Not at the moment.
Because I'm not lagging on my end. So,
Like
I
we can
don't think I'm
still
screwing
hear
this
you,
up.
but like right now like you're oh, there you are. Like it freezes on you and then you come back.
Yeah, I'm getting that lagging thing again. Unfortunately, it usually doesn't happen, but I thought I'd be okay. But as long as it's not too bad and you can hear me, it's not terrible. Let
I
me know. I
can
could
hear
leave and
you.
come
I
back.
don't know. Eileen, can you hear him when he lags?
So all right. Well, on that front, we'll worry about that when the time comes. Hopefully, Saquon Barkley gets something wrapped up on the Giants and she can get something done.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about which rookies you think can make an immediate impact this season.
Well, I'm hoping this Jalen Hyatt, and obviously we need that Clark Schmidt to step up for sure
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we definitely need a
absolutely.
center.
John Michael Schmidt's the center.
Yeah, yeah.
Hyatt, and I think
John
Gray is going to be.
Jingleheimer
Yeah, I think
Schmitz.
Gray can make an early contribution. Just that pace back. Something a little different. Give the defense something to worry about. I think he'll make it. I think that Deontay Banks will make an immediate impact as well. I think that that's key to their secondary. If he could solidify the other quarterback position with the Dory Jackson, then you have your 1 and 2 corners solidified.
Yeah,
And that's a really interesting. The secondary, they have so much depth in the secondary. That they're going to have to decide who they want to keep. Obviously
keep
we
him.
know a lot of the
Yeah,
players are going to keep.
yeah. Hey,
Mike
Mike.
Fuji says, "What's up? What's up, Mike? What's going on?" Just talking about some New York Giants football, what rookies can make an impact. I think if this kid Aldonado, I think is how you say his last name.
Hmm.
6'5" outside linebacker, and they need linebacker depth. He's an undrafted free agent. He's pretty athletic, so I'm interested to see if he makes the team. Another great addition, for the linebacking core is Okirike. But the three rookies, I think Hyatt, Banks, and Schmitz will make a big impact. I think Schmitz is probably going to make the most immediate impact.
Right.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure because offensive
He's
line
going to get
wise,
thrown to the wolves right away.
he will. But I
You
think
know?
I think he'll be okay. We got what's your take on the Barkley situation? I mean,
Ugh.
I think that he should have taken whatever he was offered in the offseason. He was offered, 12 and a half, $13 million, something like that, and he didn't want to take it. I don't know if he's listened to his agent. He thinks he deserves more. And then the running back market tanked, and Shane was smart not to offer him, and they pulled the contract offer because he wasn't going to take it. I thought that was a fair offer for him. I think even 12 million, 12 and a half is a fair offer, especially where the market is with Barkley. So I think they need to figure out something. They need to get something done because you want to figure it out before the camp comes. You don't want him holding out. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think maybe he'll sign the tender, but at a certain point they're going to have to pull it. So I think he really they need to figure something out.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe they could have another way to free up cap space, redo a contract by the 17th or through the 24th. But the Barkley situation, I can't say he's greedy. I know he wants his money, but I think that Shane is smart not to give him a big contract. Spectator 95 guys for signing Zeke. Yeah.
Stuff it, Spectre. Right.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna stick. Try and sign Barkley, but if Barkley doesn't sign, somehow, some way, he's not a Giant. I think Gray will probably take that spot. But I like Breida and Corbin and Eric Gray. I think they have 5 running backs. So I don't think they're gonna sign Zeke. I think Spectator's just messing around. I wouldn't like it if they signed Zeke. I think they have it says I say pay him $14 million per season for 3 years. So he was offered something like that at Leland. He was offered something similar to that. It was probably a little less, like 13 something, but I think he should have taken it. Could have had it with incentives.
Exactly.
Incentives.
Like so many games over, 100 yards, or I mean, rushing title. Like he should be healthy this year. He was healthy last year.
Spectator. Yes,
Oh.
I know. Spectator. I just misspoke. Cowboys fans. They're the Cowboys fans, like Mexico. Dave. Ken Fry says, I think the reward is worth the risk. They need to sign him. These running backs, Barkley and Josh Jacobs, are definitely worth the risk of paying them. I agree with that. I agree with with paying him, and I think he should have taken what he was offered. And he was probably, from the sounds of it, he wasn't offered a bad contract.
Right, but we know he's injury prone.
And I want to see him hold up another year. That's why I think, it was smart for him to eventually offer the tag. And if he could hold up another year, then fine. Meiko says, wrong damn blue team. But what's up, family? If Saquon doesn't sign Dalvin Cook, I wouldn't be opposed to that if he signed for less. I mean, they could definitely use him. But same with him, I want him to stay healthy. Same money, probably maybe a little less, but similar, I'd say. It's scary. I think you mean paying running backs now. Teams are committee backfields. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. You want to use 2-back systems. And you also not have Barkley have thrown the cards. You might have like 200 or so, and then have the other guys have the rest. I don't want to overuse Saquon Barkley, but I want to see him hold up another year. Because what if you pay him all that money and he gets a serious
and then
injury
after a year, you're
it's my biggest concern about him. I'm not concerned about his effort. I think in this system he's played really well. I think he matured a little bit. All I know is last year he didn't dance a lot. He hit the hole, and he ran with reckless abandonment a little more than just than dancing around and playing games. So, but he does need to stay healthy, and I know he wants his money. So hopefully the Giants can work something out with Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
That's
soon.
really
very soon.
that's that's really all I can really hope for. You know, he's going to sign a tag, sign a contract, or not be a Giant. Like I hope it's I hope he just stays a Giant.
Yep, I agree.
So. But now also the players you think that need to improve from last year.
Oh my God, what's the young kid? He was a rookie last year. The
Evan Neal?
defensive, yes. But I think I think just his first year, you're young and you're inexperienced in the NFL. So, but I think he really will step up this year. Definitely improve over last year. Not that he was horrible or anything, but he, in that position, he needs to improve.
Yeah, I think the players that need to improve are Evan Neal is probably the biggest one because solidifying that right side is huge for their run game, for their pass game overall. And he really struggled with his feet, and he's going to have to take a step up. And I think he's a player that needs to improve. I think another player, that needs to improve a little bit. Obviously, is Jones. That's obvious.
Yeah.
We're not even going to talk about that. That's totally obvious.
He needs to be able to throw some more touchdowns. 15
Yeah.
Just doesn't really cut it.
Yeah, exactly. Another player I would like to see, improve is Neil Peart and actually stay healthy and see if he has something. Because when he's been in there, sometimes he's looked good. He just keeps getting hurt. Glowinski, I think, needs to improve also as a guard, even though I like the signing. I think he definitely needs to improve. Another guy, probably Ben Bredesen, I think was probably one of our better players last year. He played center and guard for us last year. I look for him to probably be one of the starting guards. So, Dexter Lawrence, you got no problem with. Guys, I would say you want to also improve. Thibodeau is obvious. I think he had a good season. I think he caught on towards the end of the season. Ojulari needs to stay healthy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I like Thibodeau, what he showed. I think that he needs to work on his hands a little bit.
He's young,
Yeah.
It's his first year, so it's like
he's 23.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ojulari. Ojulari is only 23.
Mm-hmm.
He's still young, but he needs to stay healthy. That's really his problem, I think. But some of the guys on the offensive line like Neal, Bredesen, Glowinski, Schmitz will have a learning curve, but I think he solidifies the offensive line right away. Obviously, you want to see more from the receiving core, and obviously with Waller and Hyatt, that should make a big difference.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
We got a comment, another comment here.
Slayton's trying to claim number one wide receiver.
Yeah, he did say that. He said he insists he's the number one guy.
Yep.
And we'll see if he wins the job in camp.
Right. See what happens. Only
we will see if he does that. Mako says that's why I'm scared to see Pollard off injury carrying the full load now minus Zeke. They need another back like Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones isn't the answer. Yeah, you always don't want to put too much stress on your back. I don't know how many carries Pollard had last year. I think he had a good amount.
I think he had more than Zeke.
But that, if he had close to 300, that's definitely too many. I really have to look it up. Joseph says, you guys are a threat. Yeah, I think so. I think that, their offensive line improves. Neal takes another step forward. Their offense could be more prolific. Another year, the same system. Under Wake Martindale, I think their defense could be pretty solid. Obviously, health is key, and hopefully with that new field, they could stay healthy. Joe Sullivan says, "Going to be a very good year. I hope so." I think Daboll's the right guy. He's the right guy for the job. He's been great so far. I think Shane's done a good job with the limited resources he's had cap-wise. Mm-hmm. I think I think maybe he thought maybe we thought he was going to sign Jones, but Jones, proved wrong, and they won a playoff game. He always had no choice but to sign him. So I'm glad he got something done finally. So it seems like Shane and Daboll are the right GM and head coaching pair to hopefully get this team another title. I really love what they're doing so far.
And then Kafka on offense.
Yeah, Kafka, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep him though, for that many seasons, because eventually he will get an offer from somebody. So will Wink Martindale. Yeah. It's all about what they want to do. I thought Wink Martindale and Kafka were going to be gone possibly
Baltimore
this coming season. I really thought that I thought we were going to lose one of them, not keep both of them. But keeping both of them, keeping a stable offense that was successful in certain areas, needs to be more successful in others. I think it's a good step
like
forward.
Throwing the ball down the field.
It's good to have some camaraderie and some consistency, coaching wise and system wise, for once.
Yeah.
And getting Hyatt and Waller, that's what those are two targets that that you got for Dayton Jones that hopefully work out for the best. Let's see. Lynch says, "How about just signing the wide receiver hopping to the league, play under a franchise tag or sit?" That's why I wonder what they're gonna do. Are they gonna just leave the franchise tag? Is he gonna sit, or is he gonna fold and sign it, or are they gonna work something out? I think it could be he's on the tag. It's very possible. The tag is 10.2, and he's not gonna get that much more. I don't know. Maybe they could sign him to a 1-year deal and give him incentives, or something like that. Maybe that's something, because after the 17th they could do that. I think they could offer him a 1-year deal.
Hopefully they offer him something.
Well, they did offer him. I think they offered him something a couple times, and
which he
turned it down twice. And I can't tell if it's his agent, but I know he was probably offered something quite fair. Shane seems like a straight shooter, and it seems like he wouldn't want to underpay him, but he knows contracts and he knows the trend, and the running back market fell like a rock. So, he had no choice but to not offer that large of a contract anymore. Mako Spencer says, "I feel this division if healthy, definitely put 2 teams again, maybe 3. Dark horse is Washington. I like Sam Howell's QB number 1. Understands Miami's offense. I'm interested to see how they do. I think Washington has a good receiving core. They have a good defense. But I'm interested to see how Howell does. They probably take an adjustment period. They probably won't be great, but I don't think they'll be a pushover. They could be similar to last year, so somewhere around 500. We'll see how the early their season goes if they can stay healthy. But they're definitely no pushover for sure. And the whole division is solid.
I was going to say, our division's going to be tough again this year, just like last year.
So, that's why it's imperative for, the Giants to improve on the offensive line, receiving core-wise, production-wise. Maybe get a little more pressure on the quarterback, stay a little more healthy in the secondary and overall, and they'll be okay. Let's see. Dave Yarnell says, "Hey, Giant Coach, how's everyone doing tonight?" We've been down and out, but hopefully this year we start making more of a comeback.
Right.
And not being the doormat we've been for the past several years. Let's go do one of our sponsors real quick. MonkeyColdCoffee.com. They make 2 great flavor-infused coffee, bourbon chocolate chip and toasted coconut rum. Their coffee is excellent. Use the promo code OOTB Sports at the checkout for 10% off your order on monkeycoldcoffee.com. They also have a cold brew maker. They have a K-Cup. You put your own coffee grinds in, make your own coffee. Travel mugs and T-shirts. So pick up some Monkey Cold Coffee for your morning brew, and also use the promo code OOTB Sports at the checkout monkeycoldcoffee.com to get your wonderful flavor infused coffee. So everyone check them out. Got some more comments here. Eileen says NFC East will be tough. Yes, it will.
Yep.
The other teams have good drafts also. All the teams in the division got better, and the Giants just need to hopefully keep up with them with some of the picks they made.
Hey, Dave.
David also says hello, Stacy. Let's see what Steve Lofton says about his Commanders on July 25th. The debut of the Commanders on Gridiron at 6:30 p.m. Yep, the Commanders, also known as the Skins.
Oh, don't say it, Dan. Don't get us banned.
I did.
I say red. You say what?
They should have called them the Potato Skins.
Something.
With a potato. And you skin the side of it, That would have been perfect. Or the Generals, but that was already taken by a USFL team. But yeah, check that out July 25th at 6:30 p.m. here on the Box Sports. The Commanders. I will say I do like their colors at least. Can't say I like their logo or their name, but oh well. Sucks for them. Yeah, I'd be mad if the Giants had to change their name or something.
I know.
It was like offensive.
It was just so silly.
And what would you change them to? Like,
right. Jeez.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have. Let's see. Lil Lynch says you may disagree, but I think Waller's the biggest free agent pickup. I think he's one of the biggest pickups of the free agency period in the offseason. I think getting Waller is low risk, high reward. I mean, you're only paying him like $11 million. And if it doesn't work out, you get rid of him and not have any dead cap space. So if he stays healthy, he'll definitely be a weapon. He was always a problem for us when we played him, and getting a player like him, if he could stay healthy, he's still rather young. He's going to make a hell of an impact. There's Mr. Fuji 2.0. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Japan. I hate the Giants, but I think I know that lady on the left.
Boy.
Oh, it would be it's on my right.
I'm scared.
On
Greetings
my right,
from
your left,
Japan.
probably.
Hello, Mr. Fuji. Do they still have my wanted posters all over Japan?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and Mexico's.
Yeah.
It's just trade. Yeah, that's what I meant about trade.
He's graduated to billboards. I'm sure they have his face on billboards.
An upgrade, huh?
Well, they want to make sure he don't come back.
I would like to have some traditional Japanese ramen though.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It sounds so good. I've never had it, so would love to have that. It'd be amazing. And they make it like all these different ways. It's probably unreal.
Yeah.
So I'd be having every day. All right. I think we'll get some traditional Japanese ramen bowls. Thank you.
Pork, chicken.
Oh man, stop.
It's so good.
Stop. But yeah, we're
a soba truck.
Yeah, but
we're should drive around. Oh God,
man,
it's so good.
Oh, it's making me hungry now. Yeah, now I want to have some ramen or soba.
Just make some jailhouse ramen.
I shouldn't have been talking about food. Yeah, definitely should have started talking about food. I don't know, every time I hear Japan, I think about that.
You got some good food over there.
But I do find it interesting that Slayton insists he's the number one, and I guess I kind of half agree with him because he had the most yards, I think, of any receivers, even though he didn't play for 4 or 5 weeks. But I thought he took it in stride and played really well. But I think he's not going to be the number one. He's going to be probably the number 2 by the end of the year, number 3. We'll see how Hyatt does. But I think Hyatt definitely has a lot more talent than he does.
Yeah.
I think, but you also have Paris Campbell, who's fast. Shepard and Robinson will be out. Slayton, I think he'll definitely be on the team. I just don't think he's going to be number one. I think Waller's probably going to be their number one guy, which would make sense. You have a guy like Waller. He's better. He's you know more proven than Hyatt ever is, and now Hyatt's only a rookie.
True.
Let's see. Mr. Foodie says, now I know where
See?
Wakuni is. That what it says? Japan.
It's Iwakuni.
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 Stacy was on most wanted list, and Paul has been upgraded to the billboards.
See?
And it's made the top 5 list of banned people in Japan. Man, that
does not surprise me.
That is
Quite an accomplishment.
I wonder who the other company he is with. People banned from Japan. Man, oh man, oh man.
I know.
Man, I have to go crazy by wheelchair and like run through a bunch of stuff. Like, you're banned from Japan. You're banned. Oh my goodness.
Good times though. Good times.
Yeah, I want to see the field all painted and everything. The new turf they got.
Yeah.
Hoping this turf works out.
Right. Exactly. Because what they had previously was not working out.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it just with like some lines on it and just like not the numbers and not the Giants thing or nothing like that. But it looks pretty good. They say it's supposed to be much better. They use it in the Premier League in some places.
Have they had people testing it?
Probably. I know it's fully installed. It was installed a couple of months ago fully. They just haven't done all the the giant stuff in the end zones and all that. It was just white lines with green. It looked pretty good.
Did you? Were you there at the stadium?
No, I was. No, I just saw a picture of it.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, damn.
I just wanted to see what it looked like. I know they have like fan stuff, like during the camp and stuff like that. They have like a fan day or something like that down there.
Now, do they do camp? Because usually
they do right in East Rutherford.
Oh, okay. Because they used to do it in Albany.
Yeah, but they have the training facility. City. The training facility is right. The Quest Diagnostics training facility is like right across the road from MetLife. So it's right there now.
Yeah.
So I just have to take a train down there to the camp. You get off right at the stadium, the train station, Meadowlands Rail. And they have a train station that goes right in front of the stadium now.
And it's free, right? Because I know when we went, we used to have to get
it cost me a couple of bucks.
But you had
I don't know if it's free, but it's only a couple of dollars. It's really cheap. So I just get on like the rail line here to Secaucus and then go to MetLife.
Because I went back in, God, it was like 95, 96. We went to Giants training camp, and that's when it was in Albany.
Yeah, you used to have to make the truck all the way up there.
Well, that's where I'm from, so it was literally right down the road from my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Like SUNY Albany's right there. So
Eileen says I bow to Mr. Fuji. Maker says that's why I changed my name, Mr. Fuji 2.0. Can't wait till football season. How do you feel about your backup behind Jones, Tyrod Taylor, and Tommy DeVito? I think that Tommy DeVito's not a bad quarterback. He wasn't bad in college, but obviously I don't want to see him on the field. I think I don't want to see Tyrod Taylor, but I think our backup situation is more secure than it was with Glennon or Fromm. But I definitely don't want to see. I definitely don't want to see Tyrod Taylor in there. But I'm interested to see how DeVito does in camp. He's definitely going to be the practice squad quarterback. He'll be the third quarterback. But when Tyrod Taylor came in last year, he got like a concussion. he always got like knocked the hell out.
Right. So can't rely on
He
him.
tried to run and got like leveled. But I feel pretty confident in the backup situation. But obviously, you want Jones to be in there the whole season,
Right.
and for Jones to have a better, more successful season, he's going to have to stay healthy, probably run less.
Yeah,
That's all
because
I'm
then
hoping.
he's,
Hopefully, because he had no choice but to run last year.
Yeah.
He had to run for his life at times.
Yeah, because he wasn't thrown. Well, there was nobody A to throw to, and B, there was nobody to block for him. So
Yeah, I just think that Jones felt he had to run last year because of the way the offensive line has been his whole career as a Giant.
Mhm.
And I think that just spells disaster. But he played great. I thought transferring the DJ a little bit. I thought his pocket presence was great last year.
Mhm.
I thought he cut down the turnovers. He made some risky throws.
Interceptions, he
He
cut
only
down
had
on
like
that.
7 receptions plus the playoffs. I mean,
Mhm.
for him, that's pretty excellent.
Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of fumbles. He really took care of it, was responsible with the ball, and that's what you need. As part of the reason they did so well is because they protected the ball so well. I think that's something he did really, really, really well in. Great show. Says Never on vacation. Which one of you are taking the Dem 215 boys this year? I'll take a tattoo on the neck or ass cheek with winner's initials. But I'm thinking Mount Fuji tattoo on
No.
the ass? No. How about Stacy cuts all her hair off?
No. God, no. How about
How
Dan? You
how
shave
about
your
you
face.
shave underneath like
How,
the sides and the back of your head? How
how
about you
about
do
Dan
that?
shaves his face?
That's too easy. I have to shave it into some kind of shape.
I'll shave my mustache.
You don't have a mustache. Get out of here.
Oh, I do.
Lillard, who leads the NFC receiving yards, Waller or Kyle Pitts?
Well, I'm going to say Waller, of course.
Waller. If we're talking tight ends, I'm going to say Waller. But it could be Kelsey. He's always good. Pitts, I think, is good, but if I pick Waller and Pitts, it's going to be Waller over Pitts. I think Waller will lead the NFL, but I think that he's going to be up there,
NFC.
NFC wise. If he stays healthy, he'll have over 1,000 yards. But you have a good amount of guys that get 1,000 yards nowadays. I think I'm interested to see if another receiver gets 1,000 yards. Hold on a second. Oh, you think his beard is bad? You should have seen him a few years ago. Yeah, I had a COVID beard. I'll show you a picture later.
Oh, boy.
It was like past my collarbones. Halloween says, I
Like
swear
a
I
Santa
thought
Claus?
Danny had a fake beard for a while. Yeah, like one of those like glue-on beards. It was so long ago, he looked like he had a fake beard. Yeah, I did. I did. I probably could have mopped the floor with my beard. Made a broom with it. Maybe spent Pitts under that system. Now they upgrade everywhere, weapons and draft picks. Maybe. I mean, Kyle Pitts definitely has potential. I was going by Waller has had more success than Pitts has. That's all.
That's what we're
But I
hoping
think
for.
Pitts could have 1,000 yards also. I think both of them could have 1,000 yards. It's going to be interesting to see how Atlanta does. With things a little different now. I think that Daboll and Kafka will love Waller. They're really going to use Waller a lot and Hyatt a lot. I think Paris Campbell's going to make it. He's pretty fast. Paris Campbell's still only 26. He's not that old. They only have 2 wide receivers that are 30. Do you believe Shepard's 30 years old?
Really?
Shep's 30 years old, yeah.
Damn, I would have never
30.
guessed that.
Crowder's 30. He might make it, maybe. I think he's a guy who can make it. Everyone else, Mickens is 29. Everyone else is like 27 or younger. Besides Shepard, Crowder, and Mickens. It's a pretty young receiving core. Like a lot of their roster is pretty young.
It's
They
good.
probably have less than 10 guys that are 30. Taylor's 34. Shepard's 30. Crowder's 30. Mickens is 29. Waller's 31. Glowinski's 31. No one else is 30 or older on the whole roster. It's a pretty young roster. Gano is 36.
Oh, Graham Gano.
Yeah. He might be the oldest player. Gano's the oldest player we got. I thought Gano was older than that. I thought he was older than 36, to be honest.
No, whatever. He still got it.
Do another sponsor here. Wayne Hurt 123. Jason Fine, also known as Attorney Big Al. If you have a motor vehicle claim, slip and fall, workers' compensation, personal injury claims, call Jason directly 24/7 at 267-962-4895 or Mexico at 267-303-7324. A free consultation from Mexico. He covers the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. They also cover the Cherry Hill, New Jersey area, the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. Once again, 1-800-123. Attorney Big Al, Jason Fine. Call them directly 267-962-4895 if you ever need legal help. Comment. Life with Zilla says Giants defense will be top 7 this season. Well, let's see how Joseph is playing now that he got paid. Yeah, he better play well. He better not return to his
previous
pile
self.
of bucket of crap form.
Shape
but I think he'll be okay. I think his confidence-wise, he was much better last year. The way he carries himself, he seems way more confident this year, I think. You can just tell how he carries himself, how he speaks to the media. He reminds me of Eli in that way. He's very, like, the way he is with the media, he's very much like Eli. His demeanor is very much like Eli. I'm not saying he's Eli Manning, but it's very interesting how their demeanor is quiet, polite, like calm, cool, collected. It's just, even his face on the sideline, he gets a little more intense, but he's very similar in that way. It's funny. I just think it's funny that he's very similar like that. So here's the Jones having a good season. Got him a couple more weapons. He has no excuses now, right?
That's right.
Galladay is gone. You got Hyatt, you got Paris Campbell, you got Waller, you got Slayton, you got Robinson when he comes back. Maybe you'll get Crowder or something like that. Hodgins, he's got no excuse now.
Can't forget Hodgins and Bellinger.
I think Hodgins can have over 700 yards, like 6 or 7 touchdowns. I think Hodgins is going to be pretty solid.
Yeah.
He really caught on at the end of the season last year. Levinson says, if Barkley is going to act disgruntled, is Barkley going to act disgruntled?
I hope he
seems
proves.
like
he proves that he's. I don't know, man. I just hope if he has to play on the tag, and he actually plays on the tag,
play angry.
Yes, show them. Look, pay me my motherfucking money.
Stay healthy another year. Maybe in the middle of the season they'll do something.
Right.
I'm like, all right, we'll rework her contract.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to go anywhere else.
I don't think he wants to go anywhere else. And also, he says, "Well, we focus on playing his best for the same for." You mean another team?
Yeah.
For the sake of the team, maybe. I'm not sure. I know he gets endorsements. I know he wants his money. I know he was on a rookie deal. I know he doesn't want to play on the tag. He seems like he's disgruntled to me. And I know he was offered a couple of contracts and a couple of deals he turned down. So maybe he thought he can get more. but the running back market tanked, and you can't blame Shane for not wanting to offer a big contract, knowing that the top running backs are not even getting 14 million a year; they're getting like 10 or 11. Like I think like that. Unfortunately, it's just the way the market is. If the market hadn't, if Jacobs would have gotten paid like 13, 14 million, 12 to 13, 14, then I think Barkley would have been signed by now. Because that would have been a sign to Shane that he's got to offer that much.
Yeah.
But since it tanked, he's going to offer lower than that. And offering 10.2, that's close to what the top running backs are making this year anyway, right? Like, what running backs are making 14 million a year this year? Most are making 10 or 11 at most, 12 at most, maybe not even. So when you got some of the top guys making that much, you're not going to get offered that much more. And Shane was smart to stay in line with that, to stay in line with, that's what I like about Shane. He's not quick like Gettleman to just throw money at somebody. Right. I love Saquon Barkley, but the future of the team is what matters, right? Signing Dexter Lawrence was huge. That was big. Signing Jones was big. And with what they were able to do, getting Waller was a big move by them. It squeezes them cap-wise, but it's a big move. I think getting Paris Campbell was big. Bringing Crowder in was big. I think bringing Bryce Ford Wheaton, that undrafted rookie, who's 6'3", 224, got good size. Maybe you'll find something in him. If they could get like Ford Wheaton, Colin Johnson, you add Hyatt, you add Waller, you have Shepard and Robinson on the pup. So it'd be Hodgins, Campbell, Slayton, Hyatt, Crowder, Colin Johnson, or something like that, and Ford Wheaton. I don't think that'd be a bad receiving core. But you never know what's going to happen. We're still a couple weeks out from camp. These guys got to stay healthy. Colin Johnson's a guy I'm looking at. He 6'6", 220, but he gets hurt. He probably would have made the roster last year, but he got injured. He tore his ACL, I think. But he's got good size. What I like about Campbell is he's 6'1", 208. That's not bad. He's not like a midget out there.
Right. Yeah. You don't need no short man.
Yeah, but another player we're talking about players that need to step up or are looking to step up. Daniel Bellinger, I think, will have a better season.
Yes.
You can stay healthy all year.
I like him.
Yep, I like Cager. I think Cager's going to make it. I think Myrick may make it, but I don't see him keeping 4 tight ends. But Bellinger, I was impressed with last year. He got hurt, but I really liked his play. I liked it. He came up with some big plays, good blocker, and adding Waller. Now, getting him and Waller on the field at the same time, that'll cause a little problem for defenses.
Yep.
Bellinger's not great, but they're going to be focused on Waller,
and then just open. Dump it off to Bellinger.
Yep. Says, I don't think Jalen Jones does better than Dak this season. He might.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that, maybe not in touchdowns, because I know that Dallas has a lot of weapons, man. I mean, I think as long as he gets close, he doesn't need to be better. As long as he gets over 4,000 yards, close to 30 passing touchdowns, like 4 or 5 rushing, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with over 4,000 yards. Give me 500 rushing yards. Give me some rushing touchdowns. Give me like close to 30 passing touchdowns. I think that'd be a successful season for him. I think that'd be pretty solid.
Well, that'll be double what he did last year.
Maybe. He had 20. He had what? Yeah, almost double.
Jones?
Yeah, he had like
15
or 16, 17
I think he
passing.
had 15
Yeah, 15 passing, 8 7 rushing,
yeah.
22 total. I forget what it is plus the playoffs. So he needs to get like in the mid to high 20s for passing touchdowns.
Right, to be
if he could not have 22 and have 32, 34 total touchdowns, I think that'd be a good season for him.
Yes.
And if Waller stays healthy and Hyatt stays healthy, and you have people like Paris Campbell that contribute more in Crowder, I could see him having a really solid season. Obviously, Neal needs to improve. And getting John Michael Schmitz is such a gigantic move in the draft for them. People understand how important his position is going to be, and he's going to make the biggest, quickest immediate impact, I think.
Waller.
Let's see. No, John Michael Schmitz
Oh yeah,
on
sorry.
the offensive line. He's going to have such a huge impact. I think people underrate it. Lefty says, I believe Jones had the best season ever. Yep, I think so. I think that some people call it a serviceable season last year, but with what he had to deal with, the offensive line kind of being hurt like half the season. He had a different group out there a bunch of
I mean,
times.
he
Wide
carried us into the
receiver, yeah,
playoffs.
wide receiver injuries, but he was really good the second half of the season. The record wasn't as good, but he was good. So I think that I'm very pleased with what I saw from Jones, and I think he needs to have a better season just to take some pressure off.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, let's see, Lefferson says, Jones is about the money, my dude. He wants, I think that he wants to do his best for the New York Giants.
Yep.
I think that's what he really.
I think he wants to be the next, like take over where Eli. I don't want to say left off, but I mean like how many playoffs? What 4 playoffs for Eli? 2 Super Bowl rings. I'm
Well,
not
let's see if
4
we can make the
playoffs, but
playoffs 2
4 Super
consecutive
Bowls.
seasons for the first time in a while, and
Yeah,
maybe get another playoff win this time instead of just one.
but
I got another
I mean
comment here.
it's progress.
Leo Lynch says, Jones is a franchise QB. Finally has a coach that will show off his skills. I love Daboll. I think Daboll's done such an outstanding job. He so deserved Coach of the Year. I know other people did, but with how bad the Giants were fundamentally,
And then
that's
bringing
what you
them to
notice.
a playoff, winning season.
Life results is what Leon said, and I think Daboll set a tone, and I think he's a player's coach, but he's tough. And he really knows how to coach, knows how to get the best out of
Yeah,
his players, knows how to motivate them. And I thought he did such an outstanding job. They didn't have as good of a second half, but that's okay. First year, you go 9-7-1. You make the playoffs, get a playoff win. I'll take that. We would sign up for that. We just wanted them to make the playoffs, come
yeah,
close.
yeah, yeah.
And they could have, a couple of things could have went their way. Could have had less turnovers, less mistakes. They probably could have won 10 or 11 games. They probably could have done that, but it just didn't work out that way. The schedule is much tougher this season, but that's okay. I mean, that's how it's going to be when you make the playoffs. And I'm interested to see how they handle it, and that's why it's imperative for certain players on the offensive line, the weapons to be healthy, the weapons that they added need to step up and contribute. And I think they're going to have a really good season. I really do.
I hope so.
We'll see if it equals 11 wins or not, or if they just sneak in the playoffs again.
Going 17-0.
One more spots here. Not your average James. Ken Fry, host of the Backhaven, the Vegas sports team. His daughter plays for Not Your Average James, their travel girls softball league, softball team. They go around everybody kicking everybody's asses. Let's go Not Your Average James, kick some ass. They're looking for donations and sponsors to help cover for travel, equipment for the upcoming year, field fees and all that. You know how much gas is expensive, how much is the stay somewhere, stay in a hotel, something like that. So they're always looking for help. Any help would be greatly appreciated. You can reach out to Ken Fry directly or Paul Spencer at Out of the Box Sports if you're willing to donate to help them out. So, Not Your Average James, if you're looking to help them out, give Ken Fry or Paul Spencer, contact them directly at Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. That's entertainment.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. Sorry, I hope I didn't blow people's ears out. So Dana says he will the Giants finish top 3 in sacks. No, but I think they will be in the top 10.
Say top 5.
It's good prediction. You have a better linebacking core. If Ojulari and Thibodeau take a step up, Ojulari can stay healthy. I think that Williams and Dexter Lawrence in the middle, I think they're going to have a hell of a season up front. I
Oh,
think there's going to be a lot to deal with. Dexter Lawrence probably is like going to be a top 3 defensive end.
fuck
So
yeah.
they're not defensive tackle, like nose tackle. I apologize. Duffy's the ultimate kick the can chatter. Another thing they're going to do, it says, is Leland says Thibodeau will destroy it.
I think
I
so.
hope so.
I agree with that.
He probably, work on your hands a little bit, on
Yep.
your moves a little bit. I think his motor is there. I think he's smart. I think he really did well in the second half of the season. He was a top 10 pick, but if he could really take a step up, man. But they need Ojulari to stay healthy. They need that threat on the other side. That's why I'm interested to see Baldonado, that undrafted guy. I'm interested to see who steps up. Who's going to step up on the outside if Ojulari gets hurt again. That's the thing about their pass rush, is just staying healthy. And Thibodeau missed a couple of games last year too. So they really need to stay healthy in the secondary and up front. But
Now,
I
did you
think
say
being in the same. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, you said you're going to the training camp or the preseason games.
I would like to go to the training camp at the Meadowlands in later this month. Because they have the fan days, right? They have the closed days and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dexter already beast this season. That's why I asked if the Giants would be top 3 in sacks. Deila's going to be very vastly improved this season. I think that.
Oh.
Well, they have Dex back, obviously. They have Leonard Williams. They also added. What's his name? Roshan. Oh, what's his name? Ashawn Robinson as well, who will probably make an impact. They drafted a kid, Jordan Riley, defensive end, 6'5", 325, more inside guy. Roche, Vernon Butler. I mean, they have some good depth. I mean, you have Leonard Williams, Ashawn Robinson, Dexter Lawrence, Roche, maybe this kid Riley, maybe 2 other guys, but those 4 guys, Thibodeau, Ojulari, Ward, Ellerson Smith, Okirike, Davis. I mean, they got some good depth up front. I really like their depth up front. I like that Ashawn Robinson signing. I think that's a sneaky signing. Because I think your secondary gets picked out a lot in the AFCs. They're stacked. That's why Deonte Banks. Let's see if he can make an impact and improve their secondary and solidify that spot. I mean, you're gonna have Darnay Holmes, Flott, Aaron Robinson. McKinney's gonna be back there. Belton's gonna be there. Bobby McCain's probably going to make it, the safety from Washington last year. There's one other guy I'm leaving out. But that's the only thing. That's what you're going to do if you're the Giants. You're going to want to try and throw the ball quickly, and because they're going to try and rush the passer. Wings are trying to rush the quarterback, and that's what they're going to try to do. We'll see what they're going to do with Deonte Banks. I think. Dory Jackson will be fine. Maybe someone like Darnay Holmes steps up, or Aaron Robinson steps up. They have a couple. Another rookie, Trey Hawkins, the third, who's young. So we'll see. I think their secondary is going to have more size this year than last year. They're going to be a little bit taller. But we'll see how they do. I think that secondary is probably what they need to improve on the most, I would say. Their pass defense. And their run defense. I think that Ashawn Robinson was, Roche, and also drafting a defensive tackle was smart, and getting Kirkate to addressing their run defense. I think that's something they're going to be really good in. So I'm just going to go over the schedule real quick. Joyce Kentucky's Monday. I was on live earlier. Sully Squad was on at 6 p.m. They do a great job talking baseball. This is Big Blue Power Hour, 8:30 p.m. Every Monday.
Dan, are you muted?
No. No. Yeah, someone let me know in the chat if they can hear me or not. No, I'm not
I
muted.
can't hear you.
Could someone in the chat let me know if they hear me, please? I don't know. I don't know if it's me or not. All right, so it's not me.
No,
Nope.
it was something with my headphones.
Okay.
Because I can hear you now that I turned it off.
All right, we'll go back to the schedule. Extra innings, Tuesdays, tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Talking baseball. The Bat Cave at 10 a.m. College Football Friends at 8 p.m. Wednesday. Them 2:15 Boys 9:30 p.m. every Wednesday. Fridays, you got the Atomic Drop podcast, classic wrestling, which has been excellent so far. Vegas Sports Scene Saturdays with Ken Fry. Then we mentioned Commander's Gridiron, I think July 25th,
Fifth. Yeah,
I think,
July 25th.
coming up on Out of the Box Sports. Then we're going to have NFC East Roundtable, pre-game post games for the Giants, the Eagles, the Cowboys, Notre Dame show, Fuji's Philly Fair, a debate show. So old school hour also. So we got a lot to look forward to here on Out of the Box Sports. We're gonna head out in a few minutes, but just want to thank everybody for joining us. There's not a lot going on in Giants land, but we're almost there. We're almost to camp where everything picks up and we finally know if Barkley's going to be a running back or not. So, but anyone else have any other questions about, well, I mentioned something on the NFC East, the Giants. Live Brazil says Notre Dame. He's a big Notre Dame fan. I'm always rooting for Notre Dame all the time. I always like them. Live Brazil says great show, Stacy and Dan.
Thank you.
Penn State wins the Big Ten. Oh, that's bold. That's bold. We'll see how Ohio State's going to be. They're going to have a new quarterback and everything. So, I think it's going to be. Well, you could be right. I think it's going to be Indiana. No. Oh, that'd be crazy if they won. I don't think they're going to be them. Yeah, we'll see if it's going to be Penn State. I can't wait till college football either. College football is great. Always great time of year. That means the Giants are coming up, right?
Yep. Agreed.
All right, so that's going to be it for Out of the Box Sports. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me, Stacy. Hopefully I'll have him back next week. Talk more Giants football. Maybe we'll get some news on the contract front.
A little
We'll see.
Saquon, the Barkley front.
That would be nice to know that is taken care of.
Yeah.
Talking heads are gonna say this and say that. So we'll see how it goes. But let's go Giants. Thank you for joining us, everybody, and check out extra innings tomorrow at 8:30 on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Everybody have a good night, and let's go Giants.